why do you need to track policy attributes? And what does this have to do with policy? And what is a policy attribute? So we're going to kind of explain all of that to begin with. So let's think of some examples of some policy implementation that you're trying to do within your organization. So maybe you're tasked with setting up database permissions or encryption for PII. All right. So that's something that you need to do, and you're trying to go, well, how do I go about that effort? Or maybe you're looking to determine if a report or data extract requires a data sharing agreement or some other restrictions around how that can get shared outside of your organization. Maybe you're looking to determine if data within a particular data system or in general falls into GDPR compliance. If that's something that you're dealing with, that's the I think it's called general data privacy rights for the EU, and that includes things like the right to know what data people are able to request access to about themselves, or right to forget that you can request and demand that you sort of delete or remove that data. You're trying to figure out like what of our data falls into that area. Maybe you're trying to prevent certain data from changing without audit tracking, or maybe without an approval for that change. Right? So here's sort of just a series of things that maybe you're getting tasked with. Who knows what sort of initiated this sort of general kind of security or policy best practices, or maybe there was an event that has triggered you to try to do this. This last case I like to call the Ferris-Bueller case. If you've we worked a lot with colleges and universities and schools, and if you're not to date myself in terms of my age, but if you're a certain age, you're very familiar with this film. And it starts off with him logging in and changing his grades in the computer system for the school, right? And you just wonder, like, well, is there audit rules on that? Like, how are they able to change that grade? So if you were tasked to prevent Ferris-Bueller from doing this, how would you sort of start that process of figuring out how to enforce that policy and manage that policy?